40 for Sequim. Here's Savage running hard. Breaks one tackle, breaks to the outside. A big gain for Brian Savage. That's 19 yards on the carry. Maybe they're going to call it. Check that, 24 yards for Brian Savage. He's racked up a lot of yards in this football game. Tim Sutton into the lineup right now for Sequim, as he's hit in the backfield by Mark Van Rosen. And finally brought down after a couple of yards on the play. They're going to call it 3 yards on the play. 20-6, Sequim in the lead. 5:53 to play in the third quarter. Stephen Prince comes wide right as they give the ball to Mike Reese. And he's good for 3 or 4 yards on the play. As Sequim keeps that football moving forward. I'm not certain, but beside penalties, I don't think Sequim has lost yardage on any scrimmage play yet.
I haven't seen him hit much in the backfield at all.
They keep moving Port Angeles backwards as Savage will pick up close to the first down. I think he does have it. 3 yards on the play, possibly 4. Well, now they move it backwards from where I thought he was. 4:57 to play in the third quarter, and we'll have timeout on the field for a timeout, stop of the clock to move the chains. And it is a first down for Sequim. Sequim keeping the ball on the ground and moving the football at will right now against Port Angeles, and we have timeout on the field. So with 4:41 to play in the third quarter, it's Sequim 20, the Rough Riders 6. You're watching the high school game of the week on the Peninsula News Network.
At First Federal, a top priority is to provide you with the best possible financial services available.
Our checking products are tailored to your individual needs. Club checking keeps the family in mind. Fortune 50 checking offers advantages to those 50 and over. Regular checking has unlimited check writing, and free checking has no limited balance requirements. First image statements include printed images of clear checks, easy to keep organized in our complimentary First Image notebook.
First Federal Savings and Loan Association, celebrating 80 years. Peninsula Bottling, local distributors of Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, and other products, have been here to serve the community since 1955. Jeff and Debbie Hines and the whole crew wish the teams from PA and Sequim the best. Peninsula Bottling, 311 South Valley, Port Angeles.
Now is the time to sell your property. With continued low interest rates and fewer listings available, we have motivated buyers for your home or land. Like our moving van says, moving day is closer than you think at RE/MAX Performance Team.
As Sequim breaks out of the huddle, 1st and 10 from the Rough Rider 26-yard line. 20-6 lead for the Wolves. Jacob Shearer wide to the right, here number 82. As they go up the middle with it, Mr. Savage again.
Brian Savage gets the carry.
He'll have 3 or 4 yards on the play. Well, you pick up 3 yards every down, you'll never give the football up because you'll have 4th and 1 every time, and you'll go for it.
Yeah, that's what we tell the kids. We want between 3 and 4 yards in every carry, and we'll never have to give up the football.
Nice forward movement once again by that Sequim line pushing up front. Brandon Kinney in on the play for Port Angeles. Kevin Konopaski, 87, getting up off the pile. Nothing fancy about it. Sequim just taking her up the gut, keeping that clock moving. With a 2-touchdown lead, that's important now. This will be from the 20-yard line, a 3rd down and 4 for the Wolves. Kenny Hall hands it to Savage. He's stacked up this time. In on the play for Port Angeles, Josh Sanford, a 6'2", 215-pound sophomore. And we have another penalty on the play, a flag, as I believe the coach got too far down the line. And they're going to mark this one off now. I don't think it's a warning. And that is big on a 4th and 4 for Sequim from the Port Angeles 20-yard line, and we're going to get a penalty against the coaching staff.
Now you're only allowed to go down to the 25, and if you step outside of that,
that could be a very big play in this football game. First down now from the 15-yard line for Sequim. They're going to actually call it the 16-yard line up on the scoreboard. Bootleg for Kenny Hall. He's wide open, going to run to the corner. Touchdown, Wolves! Jubilant fans here at Civic Field for Sequim, as that was a great call by the coach.
well, I think Port Angeles is a little bit guilty of what Sequim was, keying on Adam all night, and they've been keying on Savage all night, and then the quarterback just keeps the ball.
Poor tackling there by Port Angeles. The Savage runs right through one player and gets in for 2. And with 2:54 to play in the 3rd quarter, it's Sequim 28, Port Angeles 6. You're watching the high school game of the week on the Peninsula News Network.
Welcome to Drake's. Here we bake cookies, fresh bread, and sliced meats daily. You could choose to go to a fast food place, or you can choose to come here where we have friendly and quick service with fresh quality food. Drake's You Bake Pizza and Subs, the hidden secret on the peninsula for nearly 20 years.
The Peninsula Daily News sponsors the 2002 Port Angeles Sequim Game of the Week, supporting community sports and local television broadcasting.
Evans still set to kick off once again. 2:54 to play in the game, and it's a huge lead for Sequim at 28-6. 3rd quarter football, as Maycumber will take it at about the 10. And a penalty flag comes out. I don't know if that's going to go against the coach or something, because I didn't see anything on the play. Did not seem to be in the vicinity of anyone that was. Well, they are going to call holding against Port Angeles. So things couldn't get much worse for Port Angeles at this point. They had some momentum in that 2nd quarter, seemed to be taking over a little bit when they were playing well. They were holding Sequim and generating some offense, and they sputtered late in that 2nd quarter, did not convert any points on a good chance, and it's been all Sequim since then.
And then Sequim came out in the 3rd quarter and had that quick score right away.
Off the fumble. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Rough Riders. Another penalty flag. Port Angeles will put it in the air to Curtis Stimbert. And he's good for 10 yards, but this will probably come back a line of scrimmage penalty. And you do have to give Sequim credit. That last drive started on their own 15-yard line as they marched her the length of the field. Of course, the first two plays were 25 yards apiece for Mike Reese and Brian Savage, and so you eat up a lot of yards, half the length of the football field with two plays. That'll put a team back on their heels too.
And Sequim has basically been running whenever they wanted. I'd be interested to see, what their passing offense would do should their running game get shut down, but I don't think we're going to see that tonight.
Port Angeles in the I formation with Maycumber back deep as Tim Sutton is there on Maycumber, hitting him in the backfield, but he gets away from him. And a Sequim player is down on the field right now. But good defense by Sequim as they hold Maycumber to a 2-yard, 3-yard gain on the play. 2:13 to play in the third quarter at Sequim 28 and Port Angeles 6. You're watching the high school game of the week on the Peninsula News Network.
The Fifth Avenue Retirement and Sherwood Assisted Living Centers. Experience comfort and security at the Fifth Avenue, where you'll enjoy an environment full of friends, stimulating activities, fine dining, and all the comforts of home. When you need a little help, Sherwood Assisted Living on the same site provides you with an affordable alternative to nursing home care. Call today. Locally owned and operated. The Fifth Avenue Retirement and Sherwood Assisted Living Centers in sunny Sequim. Independence without worry.
PA Chevron, your locally owned family food mart with deli and espresso, supports Port Angeles youth activities. We pride ourselves in providing excellent service. Even at the self-service pumps, you can ask for assistance. 601 East 1st across from Swain's. Go Rough Riders!
Port Angeles back to the line with Justin Boudreau. High backfield, Curtis Stimbert in front of Adam Maycumber, and yet another penalty flag on the play. I'm willing to bet it's not enough guys on the line again for Port Angeles. I think Port Angeles has had more penalties in this half than they have run plays.
I think when they get the game done, I think they're going to have more yardage and penalties than they'll have in total offense.
Our game tonight is being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan, putting your money to work for your family, your future, and your community since 1923. Also by Fifth Avenue Retirement Center for active retirement living, and Peninsula Daily News, your community, your newspaper. It's the Peninsula Daily News. Well, a few people from Port Angeles starting to file out already. I'm sure the Sequim fans are not leaving.
I think they'll stay here to the bitter end.
Stay here and enjoy it while you can.
And we've still got another quarter to go after this.
Well, no matter what, the football game has not really been as we had anticipated, a close football game, and it could have been, or it could be much better played with not so many penalties, and we still are only in the third quarter, but it has been a bit of a disappointment from that aspect.
Yeah, and I think Port Angeles has had some good individual performances, but again, the penalties have really shut down the offense for Port Angeles.
And this Sequim team, just from the blocking, the tackling, the skill positions, and now we have, add insult to injury, that's a safety. As I did not pick up the number of the player that dropped Justin Boudreau in the end zone, but that's 2 more points for Sequim. But Port Angeles did back itself up after penalty after penalty. Okay, thank you. Looks like 64 Connor Clark with that sack. When it rains, it pours, and it's really pouring on the Rough Riders right now. 30-6.
In more ways than one.
Yes. 1:56 to play in the third quarter. This could be a very long fourth quarter.
Well, I think you said at the beginning of the game that Sequim has 9 people going both ways, and I think you'll probably see Eric take some of those guys out and let the other members of the team play, because he still has the football game to play next week.
I'm not so certain he's really got a whole lot of substitutions. There's not a lot of players over there. Their scorebook here shows 33 players suited up. I'm not even sure it's that many. Tim Dosey looks like he's going to warm up at quarterback over there. I could be wrong about that. I don't think that's Dosey warming up over there. And then again, maybe it is. We don't have a number 1 in the program, so whoever that is warming up, he may be coming into the ball game to play quarterback. Port Angeles will have to kick off. They get the option of kicking off conventional style like a normal kickoff or punting, and they are punting as number 15 sophomore Stephen Walker will kick off after this safety, making the score 30-6, as it's been all Sequim Wolves here in the second half. Not a very good kick, but plays pretty well, but they kicked it right to Brian Savage. That's a wrong thing to do. Penalty flag down once again as Savage gets around Konopasky and goes to the sideline. Walker knocks him out of bounds with another penalty flag.
21 of a hold over on the side.
Go ahead, Tom.
Well,
Go ahead and speculate.
I'll say 21 had a hold over in front of the Sequim bench. And once again, it's one of those penalties where Savage was already by him. He really didn't need to make contact. That's the toughest thing to coach a player, that once the ball is past you, you don't need to block. You just let the runner do his thing.